What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld. So if you haven't heard or read, GameStop has shown pictures of Calvin Johnson being on the most feared campaign. So pretty much what we're going to do as Madden fans is we're going to just assume that he's confirmed. You know what I'm saying? So being that that picture was released, it should be on the thumbnail for this video. What we're going to do right now, we're going to talk about some of the players that we already have and what you guys should be doing to get prepared for it. Now, Calvin Johnson is another one of my weaknesses when it comes to MUT, even though over the past 3 or 4 years he hasn't been what he was supposed to be because the game has become something rather ridiculous. Okay, as far as everybody being able to make the same type of catches and things like that. The last time that I really had fun with Calvin was like Madden 16, but it was like prior to the patch, because remember, in Madden 16, if you didn't play man coverage on 4th and 97, you were going to get mossed in zone. All right, and he was one of those guys that was doing the OBJ catch, but he possibly could do it. He had the body to be able to do it. The problem that I had was when the dude did a fake field goal and then his kicker did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when your kicker's doing the, the OBJ catch, now I think that that's a problem, but that's just my opinion. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that's going to be going on. Now, Tyreek Hill is a goonie, okay? And what we do know is that he's a burner in this game. Even if somebody comes out playing cover 4 drop, which is very, very difficult for you to get behind because for some reason EA Sports thinks that cover 4 drop is like the the godliest defense ever. It's very, very hard for you to get behind the defender. Okay, so when you look at Tyreek Hill, right, and you see the only thing that his issue is that he's just short. He's 5'10", right? But he can get behind defenders. Is he a guy that you would replace for Calvin Johnson? Theoretically speaking, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of figure that Calvin, being as big as he is, they're going to probably give him at least a 91 speed. Like, I don't see them giving him less than that and then giving you a chance to probably, get different chems up to get his speed up more. Would I do it? I got to keep Tyreek Hill there. I have to keep Tyreek Hill there. Now, this is the issue that I have, though. See, Jerry Rice is garbage, all right? And this guy will drop every pass. What do I do, though? Because Randy Moss is more than likely going to be faster than Calvin Johnson. More than likely. It's no way. Like, base speed, he should be faster. So Randy Moss's job is safe. The only thing is, hear me out. We could probably start Randy Moss and Calvin. It depends on who's going to have the high overall, but we could probably start Calvin Johnson and Randy Moss and put Tyreek Hill in the slot and then put Jerry Rice as the 4th receiver. All right, just so that we don't lose the sprinter chem, we could put him as the 4th receiver because he's going to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jerry Rice has already cost me so many training points. I can't do anything with him. Like, in games when I'm raging, you guys can go ahead and check it out. Twitch.tv/GmiasWorld. I have been giving you guys some live gameplays here. So you guys can see what's going on. But Jerry Rice will drop the football wide open. That's just what he does. That's his specialty, actually. It's definitely one of his specialties. So more than likely, that's what I would be looking at. I would probably put Tyreek Hill in the slot because other than Calvin Johnson, there's really no other receiver that I'm going to care about enough to have out there. So more than likely, we're going to try to put that together. All right. Now, some of you guys, as far as the wide receivers go, you have questions about who should you be getting rid of and how you should be getting prepared. If you don't have a Randy Moss or a Tyreek Hill, I don't really know what you're working with. Maybe Antonio Brown chemmed up. You could be doing a lot of different things like that, but those receivers, like Antonio Brown is a decent receiver, but he's more of a slot receiver in this game. He's not a guy that's, I don't know if you should have him on the outside. That's just my opinion. Is anybody 94 to 95 yet? No? Okay, so we got 92 to 93. Let's go ahead and let's start taking a look at what some of these prices are for the wide receivers. Okay, now look at that. Speak of the devil. 330 for him, right? Now, we're going to go to this one just in case somebody buys that. He has an 88 speed. I think chemmed up, what do you go to, like an 89? You could possibly get him to a 91 with the sprinter chem. He's more, to me, of a slot receiver like, pretty much like I said, Tyreek Hill is. Only thing is Tyreek Hill is just way faster and in this game just way better than Antonio Brown, which is kind of weird because he's on the cover. You would think that, whatever, it doesn't matter. But either way, Tyreek Hill is probably the better slot receiver to have on your squad, right? All right. When you look at everything else that's available with this rating, like even like Steve Smith Sr., people were asking me like, yo, bro, Gmi, are you going to get him? Why would I do that? I don't see any reason to have a guy like a chipmunk, undersized receiver on my squad. Now, he was a very, very, he played big, all that stuff like that, but that doesn't matter in Madden. What was his run block, though? 62? All right, so I thought it would, I guess Hines Ward was the guy that they have to give like an 80, 85 to when you think about it. He was never, Steve Smith was a strong, big dude, but, well, not big as in height, but big as in heart. when he was out there on the field, and he demanded respect, and he definitely got it. So that run block looks kind of suspect, but it doesn't really matter. Looking through it though, OBJ, this price should plummet though. I don't see how this price. If you have an Odell Beckham Jr. primetime performer, I don't see how his price stays in the 840s when Calvin Johnson is released. And then once it goes down to about 6, 7, you're just going to lose that 200K. Unless you really like him for whatever reason and you just want to, hold on to him, I would probably try to get rid of him. Because you know what it is? I don't think anybody's going to want to. He's still 5'11", and it's not like it's Madden 16. So when you guys ask me, why would you get rid of a guy like that? That's pretty much what it is. If it was Madden 16, you got to have OBJ because he's going to be mossing everybody from here to oblivion. It doesn't really matter, but it's not Madden 16, and you're not going to always get those animations. Maybe in the red zone you'll get lucky every now and again, and you'll be able to do certain things, but it's not something that's going to be a regular occurrence. You're not going to get those animations all the time. So this guy's price is probably going to plummet. Probably like 650, 7. So you're going to lose a little bit on that. And those are like the highest rated receivers, guys. So, Calvin is going to probably crash the market again. There's not a lot of receivers that are, that are good like that. I'm just looking at them now and we're taking a look like, who do you want? You know what I'm saying? Who do you want from this list? Like, these dudes are garbage. Like, it's not something that, that's amazing. Like, look at this, a team diamond, Julio Jones. He's at 240 something. Like these guys are big name receivers. These are good receivers. Randy Moss, he's gonna stay at about 299 though. What, 283? People trying to get rid of him. They probably saw the flyer from GameStop, like 283. I pulled him maybe a month ago, and I sold him for almost 400K. So you can see the way the prices are going down. And look, right here, this is funny because 627, OBJ probably 700K then. So because it's no way he remains at that price. Randy Moss is going to get an upgrade, and people are going to need this card, or they're going to be probably be able to use their power-up pass through grinding the game. But either way, Randy Moss's price, based on what he's going to possibly become soon, probably before the end of the year, his price is probably going to maintain the value. I could see that happening as far as he goes. But I really don't see any other reason to keep. If you have any of the receivers that I'm showing you right now, other than Randy Moss and like Tyreek Hill, some of you guys have the team captain that I have, the team captain Jerry Rice. Everybody knows he's trash. It's something that you're going to have to consider doing. It's just, what I'm saying? Like, it's when he comes out, or what you could do is this, right? You could probably do this. If you want to wait it out, and see what's going on, like, he's coming out. Let me see what he does to the market. You can take that chance also. But more than likely, he's going to crash the market. Without a doubt, he's going to crash the market because with the way that the game is designed and the way that people are playing defense and like this linebacker cross 3 and stuff like that, you need speed at the wide receiver position because a lot of weaknesses in the defenses that people are running that are the metas is beating somebody over the top because they're bringing everybody down, or in some cases with the 3-3-5 odd, they're changing it from what it is with linebacker cross and turning it to a cover 2. So they're quickly adjusting the routes and making a safety play the cover 2 zone, and then the cornerback, he's playing the soft squat. So if you're able to just streak a guy off the edge, you can definitely throw that ball quickly. All right, so that Tyreek Hill's price, I really like what his card is. You know what I'm saying? I really like what his card actually is. So with that being said, it's a lot of things that you can do at the wide receiver position to get prepared. If you don't like these cards, for some reason, they work. They work for me, even out on the edge. I don't even know what Tyreek Hill run block is, but he holds a block like nobody's business. Because we saw that the other guy, what he had, like a 62? I think this guy's like in the 40s or something, and he holds blocks like you would not believe. Yeah, he's like a 40. What's Randy Moss? Randy Moss. Why can't I see Randy Moss's? What is it doing? Why is it not showing it the same thing? 42. Like, these guys are holding crazy blocks. So, Calvin Johnson is going to have a higher block rating more than likely because, he was a bigger, more physical receiver. So that's why I was saying I probably would start him over Randy Moss, but it'll be a no-brainer pretty much in certain formations that you have to come out in to beat those linebacker cross and 3-3-5 odd schemes. You're going to have, certain formations where everybody that's out there can block, but also can be a burner. And that's where I think Calvin Johnson is going to make the most sense. So I would look out for that. evaluate your team to the best of your ability and try to get rid of the guys that you don't think will be making the most sense, which in my case, I'm showing you the guys that I don't think that I would actually need. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jerry Rice is going to definitely go to the 4th receiver, and he'll just come in if somebody's tired because the dude's garbage. I just can't get rid of him because I spent the sprinter chem on him and a lot of training points. So he's just going to be there. When he gets to like 99 overall, you know what I'm saying, he'll get his starting position back, and then other dudes will have to just be able to go ride the bench right quick. But for now, that's the way I'm going to roll with it. I would probably just start him, put Tyreek Hill there. You know what I'm saying? Start Calvin Johnson, put Tyreek Hill here, and then Jerry Rice will go there. That's my assessment of what I'm going to do because Calvin Johnson will be on my squad. There's no ifs, ands, or butt cheeks about it. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Be sure to check out GmiasWorld Gaming and GmiasWorld Podcast for your up-to-date sports recaps. And I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Happy Halloween.